The overarching goals of my research are to understand and support success of racially minoritized and low-income students along STEM career pathways. In my research, especially over the last few years, I found that three common factors tend to support the success of racially minoritized and low-income students, and that's informal STEM experiences, early exposure to STEM, and access to STEM role models and mentors. When you have those three factors, that's really a recipe for success for underrepresented students along STEM pathways throughout their whole life. One thing that a lot of education policymakers, administrators, and stakeholders view as important right now is how to prepare the future STEM workforce. And I think one of the main things that's important about my research is it gives all those stakeholder groups a bit of information about how they can begin to map out STEM career pathways for students starting as early as elementary school and going all the way through college. There's a couple reasons I enjoy working with grad students. One, I think they just bring a lot of synergy to your work. They come in with their personal interests, and I think a lot of times that can add new elements to your research, and I think that can vector your research in some very positive directions. Another thing they do is they bring new perspectives to my own research, so things I may not have been thinking about before, they're like that fresh set of eyes, and they can just kind of really energize your research agenda in that way. I think there are a few reasons that UGA is a really good place for a grad student. First off is kind of the main reason I decided to join the faculty at UGA, and that's you have the ability to work across disciplinary boundaries. You're not necessarily pigeonholed, and you can work a little bit in different fields, and at least in my department, that's kind of the culture and heritage. I can't think of any faculty in my department for whom that's not the case, and that's literally my favorite reason that you should come to UGA. I've been able to see and work with grad students who take leadership roles in a lot of different spaces, and I'll give you two examples. One is I've seen grad students take leadership roles in like an EV car club where they're building electric vehicles and helping with the design of electric vehicles. And also I'm working with a grad student who's taking a leadership role on developing a new STEM curriculum in another country. And I think being able to do stuff like that as a graduate student while you're developing a scholarly presence and a scholarly identity, I think those things are something that I don't know that you can get that at every school, and I can definitely say without reservation that those are common things that I see happen at UGA among grad students.